our Tony in the Trenches comes to us from Helen in southern Indiana, who asks the following. Tony, I watched a recent episode of the Worry-Free Retirement where you were showed as a goal of someone trying to grow their practice so they could sell it one day. And basically Helen's saying, Tony, I'm worried you're going to do the same thing. How can I know this is not going to happen if I invest my money with you? Well, Helen, that's a good question. And basically this all comes down to trust. Trust in the advisor's wisdom in whom you place your money with, their integrity, their honesty, their credentials, and how they are set up to handle retirement. And not just when you hand their money over, heck, anybody can do that, but what is the motivation for an advisor to continue to help a client long after the sale is made? Well, to help you figure that out, I actually suited up a very capable helper to ask some questions, and that would be me and all of the people I've met over the years who have asked me the following questions. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go through the 10 top questions you need to ask a financial advisor before ever employing them. And the first question out of the box is, are they a fiduciary? Are they a fiduciary? See, a fiduciary is charged by law to work in your best interest. And unfortunately, believe it or not, many clients are going to advisors who are not fiduciaries. So the first question you need to ask an advisor before you turn over your lump sum pension or 401k is, are you a fiduciary? Number two, is that person independent? Now, we talked a couple of weeks ago on a show about the number of advisors who are not independent. An independent advisor means that they are not captive or work for another big company. At Tony Walker Financial, I'm the sole owner of Tony Walker Financial, and we work for you. We don't work for Charles Schwab or the insurance companies. We work with them, but we work for you. We are independent of anybody, the big boys, telling us what to do with your money. Boy, this is a biggie. Credentials. What are their credentials? And are they actual educational credentials that they can verify? Two of the main credentials that I have are educational degrees from the College for Financial Planning and the Chartered Life Underwriter from the American College. Those are two that I have. Oh, written game plan. I love this. While a lot of advisors talk about written game plans, I don't know where these written game plans are because a lot of people come in to see me who apparently have been to advisors with written game plans, and I ask them for the written game plan. They're like, I never got one. So folks, if you don't get a written game plan, do not invest money with someone. You want the written game plan first. You want to make sure you understand it and then invest the money. Number five, you got to ask these folks, how are you paid? If they won't tell you, you need to ask for Form ADV Part 2, assuming they're a fiduciary and they're registered. But if they won't disclose the fees and the commissions in writing, I would get a second opinion immediately. And then you say, okay, if they're charging fees, what are they? Well, many people won't tell you the fees, or they just kind of blow it off. Well, our fees at Tony Walker Financial, we'll talk about this more in a minute, are 0.8% to do everything through our Charles Schwab platform. That's usually about half of what most money managers charge. Then you got to be careful. The next one is, what about additional fees? You see, a lot of times people might charge 1.5%, 2%, but then they have a third party that might help them manage the account as well, or large expense ratios on mutual funds that can drive the fees up even higher. So these fees can eat your lunch, and you got to know in writing what those fees are. I like this one. If you do meet with the head honcho there, or if you got the owner of the company that's willing to meet with you, or you hear him speak somewhere, whatever the case is that owner of that company going to continue to meet with you if you request it? In many cases, I found that people get frustrated because they cannot. At Tony Walker Financial, I am the owner of the company, and a client is always welcome to meet with me or talk to me by phone upon request at any time. I like this one. What's going to happen when something happens to you or a spouse? Are all those accounts that somebody's going to have to get all those death certificates and claim forms and fill it out and helping your beneficiaries figure out what to do? Are they going to help you with that free of charge? Probably not. But at Tony Walker Financial, we will. In fact, just the other day, I met with 4 children, adult children of someone that we had lost, one of our clients, and we helped them through all of the claim paperwork for all of the accounts that we handled, and we did that for them at no charge. It's a huge service. And then finally, do they offer annuities? Now, folks, we love annuities. We're going to see this in a minute. I've been using annuities longer than most people could even spell annuity. The problem with annuities is they're usually oversold, or in many cases, people are getting purchasing annuities that are the incorrect type of annuities, and then they get stuck in the wrong annuity. You don't want to do that. So if you're getting ready to purchase an annuity, you need to ask about the surrender terms, the surrender penalties. You want to get something in writing. Do not sign up for that annuity until you fully understand the annuity. And finally, we have a free white paper download of these 10 questions. So if you're thinking about interviewing somebody, including us, I don't care, download this thing, make sure you get the questions answered before ever investing your life savings with an advisor.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you'd like, check out these other clips. And be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button for more videos.